afternoon. So, what is the difference between getting a coach, a mentor, or sponsor? And how can each of these make a difference to your career prospects? And which one is the best one to pursue? Hi, I'm Athena, the Get Noticed coach. I'm a career coach and marketer for public servants seeking a six-figure public sector promotion and a career transition coach for public servants who want to or have to leave the sector for various reasons. So welcome to my live broadcast today on do you need a coach, a mentor, or a sponsor to elevate your public sector career? Before I start today, I'd like to do an acknowledgement of country, and in the spirit of reconciliation, I'd like to acknowledge our traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and the community. And I'd like to pay respect to elders past and present, as well as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today. So if you're here live today, say hi in the comments below. And if you're watching the replay, add hashtag replay below in the comments. And you can also view this on my YouTube channel if for some reason the LinkedIn connection drops out or you'd like to watch this at a later time. So welcome. You're here today because you're stuck in career limbo land, okay? You can't land a promotion or no one's taking you seriously. Perhaps you're only in acting roles most of the time and you can't get any further forward in your career. Maybe you've applied for several senior positions and you can't get noticed for any of those roles. I'm wondering if there's anyone out there who can help you. And so you've come across words like, or people like mentors, sponsors and coaches, and just not sure which one can help you at which time. So I'm going to go through each of those three things to help you, I guess, decide which one's going to be the best one for you at whatever point you're at in your career. So firstly, I'd like to talk about what a career mentor might do. Okay, so a mentor is essentially someone who's walked the path that you now want to walk on. Okay, so they're people who are several steps ahead of you in their career, and you want to know how they did it. So you literally want some information on what it was that they did and how they got there. And I guess the pluses to this is that you get to know exactly how to do the thing that you can't do, whether it's how to write a CV that makes a hiring manager, pick it up, or how they move from one role to another. Maybe they might share with you how they network and what it is they say to people, and basically give you the steps on how to do something. Okay, so for example, if you hired me as your mentor or you had me as your mentor, you might want me to teach you how to write a CV or how to present at a job interview or how to respond to selection criteria. And what I would be doing for you is telling you how I did it and how I succeeded in doing that and what worked for me and what didn't work for me. I guess the downside to this is that everyone's path can look different. It may not take into account your personal style or your history or the context of the current place that you work in, or even your personality, okay? What worked for me may not work for you, okay? And I can tell you what I did, but we're two different people and we won't have the same identical path. And sometimes, as I said, what works for me may not work for you. The other thing is that I'm telling you the way that I did it. Now, most people don't like being told what to do, whether you realise that or not. And often you can have better ideas of how you might want to do something yourself. So choosing a mentor where you listen and take in that information, it's best to cater it to your situation. They're not necessarily going to have the exact same path as you. So you still have to take that information and work it into your situation, okay? They won't be able to, tell you how to do it and ensure or guarantee success, okay? I would only choose a mentor if I needed guidance on something, or I'm not familiar with something, or maybe I need to know more information about an industry or how they got into a career path, but it's more for guidance. you don't necessarily get success from following exactly what somebody did. You can take elements of that and put that into your own situation, but you still need to know how to do that. So secondly, what is a sponsor? Well, a sponsor is usually someone who's a high-level executive, perhaps in your organisation or in another, who advocates for your career advancement within the public sector. Now, we all know that this is very helpful, particularly in this sector that can be quite nepotistic, even though they're supposed to be hiring on merit. I hear many people often say that, they knew someone or whatever, and it could be that they have that relationship of sponsor, okay, to that other person. Now, the pluses of having a sponsor is exactly what I've just mentioned, is that they're going to mention you in a room full of opportunities or back you when the time comes to move on from your current role. The good thing about that is that you can move into a role that you want when you have the support of your current boss or someone who's in the organisation who knows what you do. They will ensure that you are visible in those conversations and that they're highlighting what you can and can't do for a potential other role. The downsides, I guess, of sponsorship is that the opportunity you might get referred to or put forward for, you don't have a relationship with that other person, okay? The relationship you have is with your sponsor, and sometimes things don't work out as planned. So it's still important to find leaders. If you're seeking a sponsor, it is important to find leaders who share the same values and goals and visions that you do, and that they also have a clear understanding of exactly where you want to go. Sponsorship's really good for people who are very clear on their personal brand, know exactly what they want, and they know exactly how to articulate it so that when the sponsor does go out and, try to advance your career by making you visible and ensuring you're out there for opportunities, that they're putting you forward for the right opportunities. And they can only do that with the correct information. So it's important to be clear on things like your elevator pitch and who you want to work with and what your expertise really is and where you actually want to go, not where they think you'd be a good fit. Okay, and you don't want to be in an ill-fitting role, and we want to be able to avoid that, as this is a high-level role that you're trying to seek. So thirdly, what is a coach and what can a coach do for you in your career? Well, a coach is someone who will walk alongside you and empower you to think differently about your job search. Okay, they don't advise and they don't put you forward necessarily for opportunities, and this might sound like a downside, but what it does is puts all that decision making back into your hands, whereas mentorship and sponsorship do not. Mentorship, you are getting advice, so you're getting someone else's opinion on something. Sponsorship is someone having the control of who they put you forward to or what opportunities they put you forward for. Coaching will help you to do all that yourself. Okay, now if you decide you want to go down one path or another, it's not decided. Okay, the coach doesn't decide for you, you do. Okay, whereas with mentorship and sponsorship, it really is up to the two people you're working with to decide what information they give you or the opportunities they put you forward for, okay? And it's really about what they think you can do or what they think you need to hear, whereas coaching will help you to find that for yourself, which gives you greater opportunities and you don't get someone telling you what to do. So a career coach will ask you thought-provoking questions so that you can decide which career path you want to take. Coaches will give you the power to believe that you can do this yourself. Okay, coaches, a good coach, will believe in your ability to do this. You are borrowing confidence from a coach until you have the power to have the confidence and to do it yourself. And this is a gift, okay? And that's why coaching, I love coaching. And this is why I will always advocate for coaching. It is a true gift, and I've experienced it myself, and I understand the gift that it is. And the power of coaching is transformative, and it gives you courage, it gives you power, and it gives you confidence in your career, okay? And in the case, as I said, in the case of mentorship and sponsorship, you're giving that power away to someone else to make the suggestions, assumptions, or decisions on who you will and will not connect with, or what information that you're going to receive. When you want to take action and set goals for yourself around what you want to do, you get a coach, okay? Mentors and sponsors are setting that agenda and they're taking the action for you. Coaching helps you to take the action for yourself. And as a leader, you really need to understand coaching so that you can actually use it yourself, for yourself and your staff, okay? So if you want to be confident and empowered in your leadership career, get a coach, okay? As I said, a coach will help you to get the information you need. They will help you set the goals and actions so that you're actually moving forward a little at a time on your own terms. You are in control of how your career pans out, not somebody else. Okay? And I'm not saying that mentorship or sponsorship are wrong. They absolutely have their place, but it depends on where you're at in your career advancement, seeking process, okay? I think in the very beginning, a mentor is excellent when you're needing guidance, when you're needing information. A sponsor is excellent when you know what your personal brand is, you know exactly what you want, you understand the process. All you need is somebody to get you out there. But if you don't have that, you really need a coach so that you are clear on all of those things that you want. You have all the information you need, and then you can go out and get yourself a sponsor and work on your career that way. So what I'm saying is that you just need to choose the right person, whether they're a mentor, a sponsor, or a coach, at the right time. And if you're not sure, you can absolutely get in touch with me, because I can help you decide or help you decide which is best for you based on where you're at in your career at that point in time. So if you need the confidence to land your next job, and you want, when you apply, you want to be the person that gets tapped on the shoulder or invited to apply for a senior public sector role, or you want to learn how to start building up your professional profile and learn how to elevate it so that you are ready to be sponsored by somebody, or so that you can confidently sell yourself to an organisation on your own terms, okay, then get in touch with me, because I run 4, 8 or 12-week programs that help you elevate your profile quickly so that hiring managers and recruiters get excited about inviting you in for an interview and subsequently you landing that role, okay? Simply get in touch with me at the Get Noticed Coach and get in touch. It's all down there. Or you can book a chat if you want to scan the QR code. I'd love to have a chat with you. Other than that, I hope you got something out of that today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.